In 1977, NASA launched two spacecraft that would forever change how humanity views the cosmos, Voyager 1 and its twin, Voyager 2. Their original mission was straightforward: explore the outer planets of our solar system. But these robotic pioneers have long since surpassed that, venturing beyond the realm of the known, into the vast, cold expanse of interstellar space. Decades passed with these spacecraft faithfully sending data, documenting the boundaries of our solar system. Then suddenly, Voyager 1 began transmitting something unexpected, something that baffled scientists, hinted at the unexplained, and sparked a new wave of cosmic intrigue. It started with what seemed to be a simple anomaly. In late 2023, data from Voyager 1's plasma wave instrument, a sensor designed to detect charged particles, began showing irregular spikes. At first, these were dismissed as noise or interference, possibly from cosmic rays or aging equipment. But upon closer inspection, researchers noticed that the spikes weren't random. They had rhythm. A pattern. Almost like a heartbeat, brief pulses spaced apart at consistent intervals. It pulsed once. Then again. And then, it vanished, as if whatever had caused it had turned off or moved on. Scientists ran simulations, cross-referenced solar flares, cosmic background radiation, even gamma-ray bursts. But nothing aligned. The signal didn't belong to any known celestial source. It was unlike anything they had ever seen before from the spacecraft. The heartbeat-like pulse reignited interest in the Voyager missions. A team of NASA engineers, some of whom had worked on the original project, began combing through the telemetry. What they found next was even stranger. In addition to the pulse, Voyager 1's onboard memory revealed that certain files, long dormant pieces of the system, had been accessed and reactivated. These were code sequences written back in the 1980s, part of Voyager's original software. However, these sequences hadn't been active in decades. No command from Earth had called them. Yet somehow, they had executed on their own. This strange activity prompted further investigation into the spacecraft's surroundings. As Voyager 1 travels deeper into interstellar space, it enters regions we know very little about. Scientists observed that during the time of the signal, the spacecraft passed through an unusually dense magnetic field. Voyager's magnetometer detected structured patterns in this field, organized in a way not typically seen in natural phenomena. Not chaotic. Not random. But layered. Almost like code. At first glance, it resembled wave interference. But as more data streamed in, a deeper analysis showed the field seemed to modulate in a recurring form, suggesting a source that was actively shaping it. Then came the missing data packets. Voyager 1 typically sends a steady stream of telemetry, temperature readings, radiation levels, positioning information. Yet during a specific 12-hour window that aligned with the signal, there was a complete gap in data. No transmission. Nothing. And right after that silence, Voyager 1 resumed contact with perfectly stable signals, almost as if nothing had happened. But that blackout period raised serious concerns. What could have caused a spacecraft, engineered to endure the harshest environments and communicate flawlessly across billions of miles, to fall silent in such a precise window? Some began to speculate. Was this a result of internal failure, or did Voyager 1 encounter something external? Something capable of interrupting or hijacking its systems? NASA, cautious as always, refrained from making wild assumptions. But behind closed doors, independent research groups and retired scientists began to share alternative interpretations. One group from a university observatory in South America revealed that similar pulses, though on a different frequency, had been recorded from deep space, years prior. They were dismissed at the time for lack of correlation. But now, with Voyager 1's strange behavior matching those earlier signals, the data was re-examined. Patterns emerged. Mathematical harmonics that matched golden ratio frequencies and Fibonacci sequences. Patterns that often occur in natural phenomena, but when layered in the way they appeared here, seemed deliberate. Purposeful. The theory that began gaining traction among some physicists and signal analysts was staggering. What if Voyager 1 had passed through an area of space where an ancient beacon or structure existed? A region possibly left behind by a civilization far older than ours, or worse, one still active. This idea may sound like science fiction, but the facts remained. An unexpected signal, activated old software, structured magnetic patterns, and missing data. These weren't theories. These were documented anomalies. NASA's official stance remained cautious. In a press release, they acknowledged the strange telemetry but attributed it to aging systems and environmental interference. However, internal documents leaked by former engineers told a different story. Discussions about external signal influence, non-random field structure, and unauthorized memory execution pointed to concerns that extended well beyond typical mechanical issues. In one particularly cryptic memo, a note read, "Ensure classified protocols remain disengaged unless further anomaly recurs." It suggested that NASA had contingency measures in place for scenarios just like this, ones that fell outside standard engineering failures. While the public remained largely unaware of the deeper implications, online communities, independent researchers, and even retired astrophysicists began to connect the dots. Some proposed that Voyager 1 might have crossed a boundary, perhaps a threshold where natural laws behave differently. Others speculated on artificial constructs, cloaked satellites, or relics of extinct alien societies adrift in space. The idea wasn't entirely without precedent. Astronomers have long detected unexplained signals, like the famous WOW signal of 1977 or the more recent fast radio bursts, FRBs, many of which remain unexplained to this day. The difference with Voyager 1, however, is that we sent it. It's human-made. It's not just a passive detector, it's an active participant in the environment it's passing through. That makes any strange signal it encounters uniquely significant. It can be affected. It can be influenced. And as the only man-made object traveling through that specific region of interstellar space, Voyager the first of may be encountering things we never imagined. Several weeks after the initial pulse, Voyager 1 again sent a data burst with minor irregularities, small digital inconsistencies that, when run through analysis software, revealed subtle shifts in binary values. Almost like a message hidden within the message. It resembled an old technique called steganography, hiding data within data. What made this alarming wasn't just the existence of the technique, but the implication: steganography is deliberate. Someone, or something, had embedded information in the raw signal stream. The question wasn't just, what was the message? It became, who or what is sending it? NASA has remained silent on any steganographic analysis. But private codebreakers and mathematicians have begun publishing breakdowns, hypothesizing that the embedded binary sequences could form glyphs, geometric shapes, or even rudimentary symbolic languages. One startling recreation showed a triangular pattern with 3 nodes at each point, pulsing in synchronization. Some saw it as meaningless. Others interpreted it as a map, a signal, or perhaps even an invitation. As of now, Voyager 1 continues its journey into the unknown. It remains functional, sending data, measuring cosmic radiation and magnetic fields as it drifts further from our solar system. But something has changed. It's no longer just a mission of exploration. It has become a silent witness to the mysteries that lie in the dark, the void between stars where human eyes have never looked. What did it find? What found it? The answers remain unclear. But the signal has been received. The mystery has begun. And the universe, it seems, still holds secrets far stranger than we ever dared imagine. Stay tuned with Discovery at 2.0 as we continue to unravel the greatest enigmas of the cosmos, because out there, in the cold silence of space, the story of Voyager is far from over.